All of his co-workers were gone.
Now we know.
What could it mean? When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his... Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Here's the door, just go.
Here's the door, just go.
So now it should not play that dialogue again. There you go. Look at that. Yeah, you saved so much time there. That was the 20 something
Stanley walked
seconds.
straight ahead through the large door that read Mind Control Facility.
That's definitely what the reason was.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold?
I mean, the speedrun tries to stand on this perimeter, so you can just ride the wall, but I don't know the strat for that.
Each bore the number of an employee in the building. Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so
There is a way. There is a way. I need to practice it.
And Stanley,
Definitely would have gained time here.
eternally monitored in this place where freedom meant nothing. This mind control facility, it was too horrible to believe. It couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No. He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept it. His own life in someone else's control?
Never.
It was unthinkable, wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world? But here was the proof. The heart of the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working, all of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley... blackness and a rising chill of uncertainty. Was it over? Yes. He had won. He had defeated the machine, unshackled himself from someone else's command. Freedom was mere moments away. And yet, even as the immense door slowly opened, Stanley reflected on how many puzzles still lay unsolved. Where had his co-workers gone? How had he been freed from the machine's grasp? What other mysteries did this strange building hold? But as sunlight streamed into the chamber, he realized none of this mattered to him.
None of this
For
mattered.
It was not knowledge or even power that he had been seeking, but happiness. Perhaps his goal had not been to understand, but to let go. No longer would anyone tell him where to go, what to do, or how to feel. Whatever life he lives, it will be his. And that was all he needed to know. It was perhaps the only thing worth knowing. Stanley stepped through the open door. Stanley felt the cool breeze upon his skin, the feeling of liberation, the immense possibility of the new path before him. This was exactly the way, right now, that things were meant to happen. And Stanley
was happy. Take that. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh well, run 1. Hey, they get blue hallway again. Poggers.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door
on his left.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his coming to a staircase. Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Here's the door, just go. Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read
Mine Control Facility.
The lights rose on an enormous room packed with television screens. What horrible secret did this place hold? Stanley thought to himself. Did he have the strength to find out?
Ah, messed it up there.
Now the monitors jumped to life, their true nature revealed. Each bore the number of an employee in the building, Stanley's co-workers. The lives of so many individuals reduced to images.
Nice, he got it. Oh, hell yeah.
One of them, eternally monitored in this place.
Let's go. That was good. That was really good.
To believe it couldn't be true. Had Stanley really been under someone's control all this time? Was this the only reason he was happy with his boring job? That his emotions had been manipulated to accept it blindly? No.
No.
He refused to believe it. He couldn't accept
This is just a long split of just us waiting to die.
Never. It was unthinkable. Wasn't it? Was it even possible? Had he truly spent his entire life utterly blind to the world?
Utterly blind to the
The heart of
world.
the operation. Controls labeled with emotions. Happy or sad or content. Walking, eating, working. All of it monitored and commanded from this very place. And as the cold reality of his past began to sink in, Stanley decided that this...
Oh, Stanley.
You didn't just activate it.
Stanley.
After they kept you enslaved all these years, you go and you try to take control of the machine for yourself. Is that what you wanted? Control?
Uh-oh.
Oh, Stanley, I applaud your effort, I really do. But you need to understand, there's only so much that machine can do. You were supposed to let it go. Turn the controls off and leave. If you want to throw my story off track, you're going to have to do much better than that. I'm afraid you don't have nearly the power you think you do. For example, and I believe you'll find this pertinent, Stanley suddenly realized he had just initiated the network's emergency detonation system.
Stanley.
This machine is activated without proper DNA identification. Nuclear detonators are set to explode, eliminating the entire complex.
Oh, damn it,
How long
Stanley.
until detonation then? Let's say 2 minutes. Ah, now this is making things a little more fun, isn't it, Stanley? It's your time to shine. You are the star. It's your story now. Shape it to your heart's desires. Oh, this is much better than what I had in mind. What a shame we have so little time left to enjoy it. Mere moments until the bomb goes off. But what precious moments each one of them is. More time to talk about you, about me, where we're going, what all this means. I barely know where to start. What's that? You'd like to know where your co-workers are. A moment of solace before you're obliterated. All right, I'm in a good mood. You're going to die anyway. I'll tell you exactly what happened to them. I erased them. I turned off the machine. I set you free. Of course, that was merely in this instance of the story. Sometimes when I tell it, I simply let you sit there in your office forever, pushing buttons endlessly and then dying alone. Other times, I let the office sink into the ground, swallowing everyone inside, or I let it burn to a crisp. I have to say this though, this version of events has been rather amusing. Watching
Hello, DDM, how are you?
Everything and take back the control rested
It's
away
in
from
Royal
you.
Anthem
It's
this
quite
week.
rich.
Nice.
Almost hate to see it go. But I'm sure whatever I come up
Why
with on
is
the
not
next
showing me
run
the
will be even
timestamps?
better.
What
My
icons? Yeah,
goodness, only 34 seconds left. But I'm enjoying this so much. You know what? To hell with it. I'm going to put some extra time on the clock. Why not? These are precious additional seconds, Stanley. Time doesn't
Uh-oh, what if like no, don't open the browser. Everything's gonna lag. Whoops. Whoops. There we go, we're
You have
fine.
no idea where you're going or what you're supposed to be doing right now. Or did you just assume
There you go,
saw
like
that
timestamp,
timer
I can see
that
what's
something
happening
in this
now.
room was capable
There you
of
go.
turning it off? I mean, look at you. Running from button to button, screen to
I'm not
screen,
running,
clicking
narrator.
on every little thing in this room.
There's literally nothing to do in this part, narrator.
These colored ones, or maybe this big red button, or this door. Everything, anything, something here will save me.
I think that's not too.
Stanley, that this video game can be beaten, won, sold.
Yeah, I don't know.
Have any idea what your purpose in this place is?
The gag is that narrator wants to extend the time it takes before we die.
Here's a spoiler for you.
So
That timer isn't a cat.
Well, maybe I might lose time here.
It's just seconds to
who cares?
You're only still playing instead of watching.
I might be ahead in terms of like the in-game timer. I might be behind, whatever.
This is not a challenge. It's a tragedy. You wanted to control this world, that's fine. But I'm going to destroy it first.
So you can't. Should look at
Take a look at the clock, Stanley. That's 30 seconds you have left to struggle.
I'm struggling so hard, narrator. Look at me trying so hard to stop the bomb.
Will you cling desperately to your frail life, or will you let it go peacefully?
If I stay within 27 seconds of world record, I can get second place. So that could be a good goal. We'll see how it goes.
Of your inevitable life from the moment we fade in until the moment I say happily ever after.
Oh yeah, I lost time because I probably did so much reloading to get the right hallway, and yeah, that's probably why. Unfortunate. 8, 7, 6, 5. Yay, nice.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person.
I'm trying to. Why am I not remembering what Road America
Stanley
looks like?
decided to go up to his coming to a staircase.
Wait,
Stanley
my
walked
brain's not
upstairs
working.
to his boss's office.
Here's the door, just go.
Here's the door, just go.
Yeah, it's not good.
Stanley walked straight ahead through the large door that read
Mind Control Facility.
Although this passageway had the word escape written on it, the truth was that
So
at
right
the end
now,
of this
it's
hall,
10
Stanley would meet his
seconds
violent death.
difference between live split and the in-game timer.
The door behind
So in
him was
theory,
shut.
I should only
Stanley
be
still had every opportunity to turn around
5
and
seconds
get back on
behind
track.
world record, not 15.
At this point, Stanley was making a
Solid
conscious,
start.
concerted
Very
effort
solid
to walk
start.
forward and willingly confront his death.
There you go.
As the machine whirred into motion and Stanley was inched closer and closer to his demise, it reflected that his life had been of no consequence whatsoever. Stanley can't see the bigger picture. He doesn't know the real story, trapped forever in his narrow vision of what this world is. Perhaps his death was of no great loss, like plugging the eyeballs from a blind man. So he resigned and willingly
The
accepted
speedrun
his
until I stream it.
to his
Oh,
grief and shadow.
that is actually my plan, yeah.
Farewell, Stanley.
Also, wait, is the chat not appearing on the stream? I need to fix the the text box. God damn it.
Farewell, Stanley.
But yeah, that's my
cried
plan.
the narrator, as
My
Stanley
plan
was
is
led
to.
helplessly into the enormous metal
I've timed
jaws.
it so
In
that
a single
hopefully,
visceral instant,
after my
Stanley
3
was
different runs
obliterated
today,
as
I
the
should
machine
end
crushed every
like
bone in his body,
20 minutes into
killing him
Bruffy stream,
instantly.
and it's worth rating. So there you go. That's the plan.
And yet it would be just a few minutes before Stanley would restart the game back in his office as alive.
Oh, there you go. It is working.
What exactly
That's a
did
good
the
thing.
narrator
Yeah,
think he was
it's
going to
confusing, isn't it?
When
I
every
don't think it
part
starts
of
now
has been
though. Doesn't
created
it
with
start
longing funds, death becomes meaningless.
a different
Life
time?
the
Is it the
same.
wrong way?
Do you see now? Do you
Oh, it's
see
not,
that
okay.
Stanley was already dead from the moment he hit start?
No. This could be the wrong way, isn't it? No, that's pretty good. But like, I need to like look at the
Oh,
route
look at these
for
two.
this.
How they
Whatever.
wish to destroy one another. How they wish to control one another. How they both wish to be free. Can you see? Can you see how much they need one another? No, perhaps not. Sometimes these things cannot be seen. But listen to me. You can still save those two. You can stop the program before they both fail. Push escape and press quit. There's no other way to beat this game. As long as you move forward, you'll be walking someone else's path. Stop now and it'll be your only true choice. Whatever you do, choose it. Don't let time choose for you. Don't let time...
Eight, 7, 6. Hey, nice.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean?
Escape pod. Okay.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. Yet there was not a single person here either.
Feeling a wave of disbelief.
Stanley decided to go up to his... Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. Here's the door.
Nice. Would you look at that? It might be there's no effect on the changing time zone, but I'm watching any stream in any place should annoy me to watch 1 hour early, 1 hour later. Ah, rip. Oh yeah, cause yeah, you don't get affected by where you are. You don't get affected by daylight, don't you? That's annoying. I can see how that's annoying. I mean, it's kind of same for me, like trying to talk to people in the US or in Asia. It's, I have to adjust to them being 1 hour later or 1 hour earlier. Like, I can see how that will be frustrating for to watch streamers. But yeah, he'll be live in under 2 hours. That's yeah, that's his time. Are you gonna join any of his races? Or you're just gonna watch? 8. Oh wow, look at that. And Satan's going down the stairs.
When Stanley came to a set
And
of
do
two
Petite
of
Le
the
Mans on
doors,
Saturday.
he entered
Oh,
the
okay.
door on his left.
I need to look into what exactly Petite Le Mans is, because I saw it appear on my Twitter feed
Yet
once.
there was not a single
I thought, hey, that's kind of neat,
person
but I didn't even look into
waiting
it.
with disbelief.
I should look into
Stanley
it,
decided to go up
because
to
this
his
sounds
cabin
kind of
to his
interesting.
staircase. Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office. But Stanley just couldn't do it. He considered the possibility of facing his boss, admitting he had left his post during
So let's
workout.
just
He
kinda
might be
count.
fined for that. And in such a competitive
Oh,
economy,
content warning? No, I'm gonna watch this whole thing.
all because he believed everyone had
You-
managed. His boss would think he was crazy. And then something occurred to Stanley. Maybe, he thought to himself, maybe
Dark GT3
I am
Evil,
crazy.
okay.
All of my co-workers blinking mysteriously out of existence in a single moment for no reason at all. None of it made any logical sense. And as Stanley pondered this,
There you
he
go.
began
See
to
it
make
here.
other strange observations. For
All the
example,
GT3s are having
why
extra
couldn't he see
15G.
his feet
Okay,
when he
KG.
looked down?
Petite Le Mans. Let's look this up.
Automatically behind him.
What exactly is this about?
And for that matter, these rooms were starting to look pretty
Wikipedia.
familiar. Were they simply repeating? No, Stanley said to himself.
Oh, it's on
"This is
Royal
very
Lanta, okay.
strange. This can't be real." And at last, he came to the conclusion that had been on the tip of his tongue. He just hadn't found the words for it. "I'm dreaming!" he yelled. "This is all a dream."
I'm dreaming!
Relief Stanley felt to have finally found an answer, an explanation. His co-workers weren't actually wrong. He wasn't
Right,
crazy.
okay, that's what this
He
is.
wasn't crazy after all. He thought to himself, I suppose I'll wake up.
Oh, I was.
soon."
That's why I got confused. I confused Road Atlanta to Road America.
Enjoy this while I'm still lucid.
That's what I confused it by.
Imagined himself
'Cause I remember Road America.
began to gently
That one I remember, but I don't recognize Road Atlanta.
soaring through space on
What does it
a
look
meteor
like? Let's
star.
see.
It was so much fun.
We're doing the
And
2 hours
Stanley
image the
marveled
pilot challenge.
that he was still not
That sounds. The fact that you have a laughing emoji at the end of that, I think that's a difficult
Then the
challenge.
strangest question of them all entered Stanley's head. One he was amazed he hadn't asked himself sooner. Why is there a voice
That's
in
the
my
road,
head
okay.
dictating everything that I'm doing?
I'm guessing Bruffy will have to do the full track.
Describing itself
Wait,
being
isn't this the track he tried
I'm dreaming about a voice describing me.
he tried the Ferrari for the first time.
Describing my thoughts, he thought.
Isn't that Road
He found
Atlanta?
it all very odd and wondered if this voice spoke to all people.
So I recognize the last corner.
The truth was that, of course,
It goes like turn 12 is like down. It is right. Okay.
he's asleep, he
Okay, now I recognize it.
responsibility for himself. Stanley is
Now it looks familiar. Oh my god.
he's ever been in his life.
Okay.
Now hearing the voice speak these words, was
I
a
watch it
shock
then?
to Stanley. After all, he knew for certain beyond a doubt
wanted to do it
that
last
this was
season.
in fact a dream. Did the voice not see him float and make the magical stars just a moment ago? How else would the voice explain all that? This voice was a part of himself too. Surely,
Oh yeah, I remember
surely,
he said he
if
wanted
could
he
just-
wanted to
He would prove it.
he was thinking about doing it, but then it was during his break, right? And he couldn't do it because he was in
So he closed
Sweden.
his eyes gently. And he
unfortunate.
invited
I mean he's doing it
himself
now,
to
so that's gonna be fun.
He felt the cool weight of the blanket on his skin, the press of the mattress on his back, the fresh air of the world outside.
I need to actually I'm gonna wait for the video to come out, but I need to watch his iRacing from
I wish it to be over.
when was it? Saturday
To
morning?
my job.
Or
Let me continue pushing the button.
I think it was Saturday morning before GTA 1. I need to watch that back because I need to
My wife and my
he said it was a good weekend, so I'm curious as to
exactly the way it's
how good it was, you know? I wasn't there to watch the beginning of it.
I am normal.
Everything will be fine.
I am okay.
There's 2 weeks for Road America and Fuji. Okay. Stanley began screaming.
Stanley began screaming. Please, someone
Wake me up. My name is Stanley. I have a boss. I have an office. I am real.
Please, just someone tell me I am real. I must be real. I must be. Can anyone hear my voice?
Who am I? Who am I? And then everything went black.
This is the story of a woman named Mariella. Mariella woke up on a day like any other. She arose, got dressed, gathered her belongings, and walked to her place of work. But on this particular day, her walk was interrupted by the body of a man who had stumbled through town talking and screaming.
A lot of the time loss I'm getting is just because of live split being kind of shit and not properly taking out the load times. That's the main reason why I've lost so much time. Because right now, if we compare it to the in-game timer, there's 15 seconds difference or 14 seconds. So I'm only 15 seconds 5 seconds behind world record. That's pretty good. Again, as long as I'm within 20 seconds of what's his name? I don't want to butcher it. Or is it Kai not Zip? As long as I'm within 27 seconds of their run, I'm happy. Or at least top 4 would be 1 hour 9:49. That's possible. I'll get a minute. If I'm within a minute of 8. Wait. It's oh fuck. I fucking pressed the hotkey. Now reset. I shouldn't. Hopefully it doesn't fuck anything up. I didn't use the hallway. This could be a contentious fuck. Fat fingered the fucking room hotkeys. That shouldn't affect anything because I reset. I did reset. So I'll take that time penalty. That could invalidate this run. I'll continue. I'll just continue. Completely forgot that it's reluctant.
But the one thing he knew for sure beyond any doubt was that if he waited long enough, the answers would come. Eventually,
I went back to the Ferrari GT3, imagine.
Soon, very soon now, this will end.
On that track as well, like we can have a proper comparison of how he was, what, 3 years ago, 2 years ago, and then now.
Closer. Now it's even closer.
Here it comes. 8, 7. I'm so mad that I pressed that. God damn it.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
Yeah, I'll fully understand that this run gets invalidated because of that. I fully get it.
To get back to business,
I'm still gonna finish it. I might as well get a time on the board. Maybe it's worth improving later.
And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite wall, and got back on track. But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track. So now in order to get back, he needed to go, from here it's, oh, no, it's to the right, my mistake. No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to the right? What was
Or even
I
TT4, it's more fun than TCR.
Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please?
He picked TCR because he liked the calendar, right? I remember he said that. So I wonder, hopefully next season, you know, he feels confident enough to go up a level.
I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
Like the next logical step is like go up and try like proper GTs.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about
You should definitely like during what was it like? Week 13, I think it is, where they kind of freeze. They have all the everything is available. Like they do testing, whatever. Like that should be
What could it mean?
the time when Gruff just tries GT4 stuff. When it like doesn't affect your whatever. Mission R. Don't know what Mission R is.
Wait,
What is Mission R?
No, I
Guessing it's like-
I definitely restarted the game over completely.
What is
fresh.
Mission R?
Everything should be. What did you
iRacing.
change?
Porsche.
Stanley,
Okay.
Did you change anything when we were back in that room?
Oh, it's
No,
Porsches. Okay.
The story
Electric car,
somewhere.
right.
Hold on. Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. It was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay,
Yeah, bro should really try, like,
adventure.
I think he needs to buy the car though, right? I guess that's like one limiting part of it. But unless it's like free to test out, he's not gonna do it. 1100 horsepower in qualifying? Holy shit. 650 in race. That's crazy. Come on, voice line. Come on, voice line.
I'll say
There we go.
this is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there
There
definitely was
a story here before.
Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
What is pain too fast?
All of his
I mean, it's
co-workers are gone.
twice the power, almost twice the power.
Stanley decided to go.
I'm not surprised if it's too
Apparently
quick.
he simply missed a memo. Okay, yeah, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything? Aha! I knew
We missed something.
the story.
The story.
Wait, never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps. Now this... Well, I'll be honest, I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe...
Find
our
early
story
breaking
took
points.
place in
Yeah,
an office
I think
building.
Mission R sounds like you're basically preparing for two different types of races. One where you have to like brake really early and practice like getting the perfect lap in, and then
Win!
the other is the actual race with half the power.
I know you put
That's
in
quite
hard
interesting,
work,
actually.
And it really paid off. So, good job. Oh no, I don't feel right about this at all. We both know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out.
Yeah, I
by
think,
what
like,
this place is.
It'd be cool if Bruff does try it, like all the new stuff out when week 13 or whatever comes around.
All right, I've got a solution.
But he needs to
This
buy a
time,
bunch of
make sure
cars
you
and
don't
tracks,
get lost.
doesn't he? So that's, I guess that's the one barrier
Of
to
the
entry.
Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple
That's
is
the one
that?
thing I'm like, he's probably not
The
gonna
line
commit
knows
all of
where
it.
the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley. To
Learning
destiny.
qualifying set reset. It's a lot of time to learn. Yeah, you do, yeah.
Wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there.
I mean, that also adds a bit of strategy as well. It's like, if you're limited in time of how often you can practice, what do you focus on? Do you focus on practicing qualifying to get the best starting position, or do you practice the race and then hope that, you know, your race pace is good? It actually adds adds another layer to it. Sounds interesting. Probably a pain to actually race it, but it does sound interesting.
You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
Dun, dun, dun.
Wait, cut the music, go back and look at that fern. Wait, what? We're back at the office? No.
No. Line.
You do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? Oh, no, not again, Line. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it.
Restart.
You know what, Stanley? I say forget the adventure line. What's it ever done for us? We're intelligent people, right? Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Oh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction? Yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it. Oh, no, not you again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and it should be fine.
Nice.
A choice. We get to make a
Official
decision.
qualifying said it was too much HP at times, having no pace at all. Yeah, I can imagine like adjusting, because it's not just like faster lap time, it's also like the throttle, right? You need to get used to like not pressing the throttle down immediately and spin out. Must be a crazy learning curve. And also to adjust back to the race trim. That's a crazy adjustment.
Means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right,
Let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And this answer is clearly yes. Then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic.
come Stanley.
Our destiny awaits.
Oh, hold up, what's this?
There you go. Volume warning at some point. There's gonna be a loud beeping sound.
That's what this is.
I'll warn you when it happens so you can like lower down your volume.
Supposed to restart the game.
It's when the timer
Time?
It's when the timer on the screen, the red text, when that stops, I suggest lowering your volume. But there's a loud beeping sound after that.
If I don't want to forget, my mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing, wall. Well, you consulted me. Why don't I get to decide? Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really? No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't
do it. I won't do it. I won't do it.
And the timer stopped. Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this...
Okay, volume warning at some point. Please just lower your volume now.
Someone come for us.
When the level restarts, you can put it back up again.
So, okay. I guess now we just wait. You know, I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope that's where we are right now. We'll find out, won't we?
Volume warning now.
Well, in the meantime, if you...
Not that bad actually. 8. Oh my god, look at that. Okay, we're back. Back.
When
It wasn't that
Stanley came to the
bad.
set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room.
And Stanley knew it perfectly well.
Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Wow.
Yes, this room.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and
He
plunged to his
death.
Good
Well
job,
done. Oh, good job, Stanley.
Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh well, I didn't get it. Didn't get it Very
Stanley
sad.
decided to go to the meeting room to check on his co-workers. He never functioned well by himself and constantly needed support and guidance from others, so the thought of total solitude was terrifying to him.
So Zending is
Stanley came to a
red
set
and
of
blue
2
doors
open doors. This
go
was
through
not
the
the
red
correct
door.
way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first,
Just to admire it.
The lounge was sublime.
A work of art.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story is... What? Really? I was in the middle of something...
That's a bit late for me. I feel a bit close for that one, but it should be fine.
Something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you, to show you something beautiful. Look, let me prove it. Let me prove that I'm on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important. Stanley walked through the red door. Oh, thank God you are willing to listen to me. Do you see that I really have wanted you to be happy all this time? The problem is all these choices. The two of us all trying to get somewhere that isn't here.
Borderlands any percent win. Honestly, soon. I don't know when though. I want to get back into it. Hello, chef. I want to get back into it, but the commit to like what is at best 6 hours. It's a very long time. I might do the DLCs maybe to like, get back into Borderlands. The DLCs is like 40 minutes, 45 minutes, fucking play. DLCs are shorter, so I might play the DLCs and try to run those till I get an okay run.
No, wait. Where are you going?
Content warning. We're not skipping that.
Stay away from those stairs. If you hurt yourself, if you die, the game will reset. We'll lose all of this. Please, no, Stanley, let me stay here. Don't take this from me. Please, Stanley, no! Oh, no, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm still here, yeah. I should be ending my study in a few months, like next month. But I'm still here, yeah. You do add a lot of warnings. Like, I think they added it for this game. There's a few warnings that is like, if you're someone that's going through something, it's a bit, you know, triggering, I guess. So it's good that they added a warning for like those who are sensitive to it. Say, hey, you can just skip this and it'll count towards beating it. This is dark. Like this is pretty dark. So I'm not surprised they added a warning for this.
It looks like you wanted to make a choice after all. Well, this one is yours.
Yeah, I'm losing time because I had to constantly reload to get a short hallway. Unfortunate.
Start, isn't it? I'm going back.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, come on, 2, unfortunate, 1, unfortunate, didn't get it.
All of his co-workers were gone.
Sir.
What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I mean, they compare. The actual timer we're following, the one in the game, is 31 seconds faster than live split on the right. So I am about 20 something seconds faster than world record right now. So success.
Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago.
Yeah, that's true. There's something I can fuck this up.
I'm not your enemy, really. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about... What? Really? I was in the middle of something. Do you have zero consideration for others? Are you that convinced that I want something bad to happen to you? Why, I don't know how to convince you of this, but I really do want to help you.
To show you something beautiful.
Look, let me prove it. Let me prove
There you
I'm
go.
on your side. Give me a chance. Now listen carefully, this is important.
Zero consideration.
Stanley
Yep.
walked through the red
Jumps down.
Perhaps you misunderstood. Stanley walked through the red door. I still don't think we're communicating properly. All right, fine. Go ahead, Stanley. You want to know so badly what's out there? You want to find out what lies at the end of this road you've chosen? Well, don't let me stop you. You see? There's nothing here. I haven't even finished building this section of the map because you were never supposed to be
What's
here in the
down
first
there, I
place.
wonder?
Broken rooms, exposed developer textures. Is this what you had wanted? Was it worth ruining the entire
I love this
story I'd
joke.
written out specifically
So
for
dumb.
you? Do you not think I put a lot of time into that? Because I did. And in the end, it was all for nothing. Because this is what you wanted to see. Help me here, Stanley. Help elucidate these strange and unknowable desires of yours. What would have made this game better? What did you want to see? Vehicles? Skill trees? Work with me. You've given me absolutely nothing so far. Tell you what. Let me take a stab in the dark at a new design and you can give me some feedback.
The third door.
There we go. A third option. This already feels leaps ahead of where we were before. Okay, I'm going to stop you there. Now, tell me about
I also
your
need to look up
experience
what's
with
the
this
fastest
version.
response.
Would you say that the game benefited from allowing you more choices? Feel free to be honest. I'm looking for some real critical feedback here. Oh, of course. A 3. Really? Maybe next time we can get you to form an actual opinion, you know? Any level of critical thinking or engagement with your
That's not the
surroundings?
fastest
Does that
one.
sound good? Think we can do that? Yes? Wonderful. Here, based on the data from your previous playthrough, I've compiled a new version. And to be perfectly candid, I think I've knocked it out of the park with this one. Let's take a look. Now, would you say that competitive leaderboard helped you feel motivated to keep walking through doors? Again, honest answers, please. Hey, I nearly forgot. I've got
There
a
you go.
prototype of a new game I've been working on, and now would be a lovely opportunity to give it some playtesting. You wouldn't mind taking a look at it, would you? Perfect. Let me boot it up. In this game, there is left to walk
I am-
into. You click the button to move.
I do not want to. There is one category or two categories I do not want to run because they take 8 hours or 7 hours. And the reason they take that long is because this ending, this specific game, takes 4 hours to complete. There you go. The art ending, the infamous art ending. I'm not doing it for this speedrun. Hell nah.
You heartless bastard. Did you do it because you hate babies or purely to spite me? Because if it's the latter, well, I don't know what to do. I'm completely out of ideas. I can't think of a single thing that might improve the experience for me. I'm not even going to try. I'm out. I'm done. It's over. Thank you for playing. Your input was extremely valuable. Oh, hey, since my game was so awful, why don't we play someone else's game? Just to ease the pain. Let's see. What do we have here? Yes, this seems like it'll work. Let's give it a shot.
Stray speedruns in this. God damn it. I mean, again, I want to revisit Stray at some point and get a better run in that because holy shit, I was bad. I'm currently 95th place in any percent unrestricted for Stray out of 117 people. Really bad run.
What a fascinating venture into
I
the
can't-
experience of total
I'm gonna try to get
gravity.
as fast as I can with the current strats that I know.
And it seems there's even Come, let's
Because like
venture
the
out
world
and see
record
what else is
strat,
out there.
all the glitches, I can't figure it out. Did I fuck up? Aye, for fuck's sake, I fucked up. That's time loss. Of course, I have to turn right. Ah! Annoying, and also the stream is dying because of this game. That's fun. Jesus, why is it dying? Whoa! Why? Why is it dying? That's
It
annoying.
is. It's an open
Whoa.
world game. Good God, quickly block it off.
What the hell?
Oh, thank goodness, Stanley. What a close call. Really wanted off into that.
This looks like setting problems I need to figure out.
Open, just wandering
Whoa.
around, no point to wrong directions, no path to follow. You can just go in any.
Here. There you go. We're not loading anything.
Heavens, we're out of
That's
the
so
woods.
weird. Why did it do that? It's probably all the shadows and all the
think
lighting
there's more
effects.
here. Let's find another game.
That's
Preferably
annoying.
Something with walls. Something with nice, big, insurmountable walls. Okay, I think this will be just the thing. Wonderful. See, this is exactly what I had in mind. Just a nice big box for you.
Okay, I think
There is an
it's all the
possibility
it's loaded.
that you
It's
could
rendering the
get lost.
distance stuff is
Now
where
this
the
is
stream
game
just
design.
struggles really badly with. I don't know why. I gotta figure that
I
out.
will be phenomenally impressed.
Because it's fine on my end.
Okay,
OBS
so
problem, I
exactly
think.
do we do here? Let's see. There are lots of cars here in the back, but obviously there's no racetrack. Okay, I'm seeing that there's a ball of some kind back here. Is this game sports ball?
Is this game
Stanley,
sports
I think
ball?
It's sports ball. Oh, what fun! We shall run the bases and do a touchdown together. Yes, I think surely we must. Okay, Stanley. Here, hold on. What are you doing? Stanley, don't do that. I can't follow you there. I can't help you.
There we go.
I wonder what he found. If what he wanted was to be the leading man in his own story, well, perhaps he's gotten it. Down in wherever he is right now. I wonder if he's happy with his choice.
Need for Speed Unbound
Any
announcement
cost
tomorrow.
that
Oh,
comes
okay.
with it. You'll understand soon what I was trying to
That's the
say.
same like Huey was raging about in Bruffy's
Someone who will
general.
wrap everything up at the end to make sense out of
That's
the
also why they-
chaos and the
they made-
fear and the confusion. That's
They
what-
made Heat on
that's
sale,
what I
didn't
mean
they?
to this world. Oh, yes.
I lost a lot of time because of that mistake,
Once
unfortunately.
this ends, after it all comes to a close,
Wow.
the end will be here soon. Very soon.
Actually throwing the run here, I think. Unfortunate. It's fine. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh well.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Stanley felt lightheaded, butterflies in his stomach, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking, this is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. to put your work aside, to let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, Stanley, is that you? Hold on, sweetie. Sorry to keep you waiting. I'm just calling your brother at the office. Sorry.
It's time to meet wife.
There we go. All right, now, I want you to come in and tell me all about your day.
Hello, wife. What? What?
Gotcha.
This is my wife?
Did you actually think you had a loving wife? Did want to commit their life to you? I'm trying to make a point here, Stanley. I'm trying to get you to see something.
Wow.
Come inside.
Fake wife. I can't believe it.
Going on here.
Not fake wife.
This is a very sad story about the death of a man named Stanley. Stanley is quite a boring fellow. He has a job that demands nothing of him, and every button that he pushes is a
Yeah, okay, so my splits.
nature of his
Okay, so I'm now
Look at him there, pushing buttons.
5 seconds behind vote record again. I threw my lead,
Pushing a
I
button.
think.
Now,
Unfortunate.
now he's going home. Now,
I mean, there's a chance that this run might not get validated for that one mistake I made by changing the hallways.
he's chosen this life.
Spirit of the rules, it may not be allowed. So, but letter of the rule may not be allowed, so
From
we'll see.
behind his desk, Stanley dreamed of wild expeditions.
I'll still submit it and see what happens.
Fantastic discoveries of new lands. It was wonderful. And each day that he returned to work was a reminder that none of it would ever happen to him. And so he began to fantasize about his own job. First, he imagined that one day while at work, he stepped up from his desk to realize that all of his co-workers, his boss, everyone in the building had suddenly vanished off the face of the earth. The thought excited him terribly. So he went further. He imagined that he came to 2 open doors and that he could go through
No, don't say bye to wife, not yet.
choice.
He's not. I'm not ready to lose her.
Behind each door.
Not again.
Mere thought
Wife.
that his decisions would mean something was almost too wonderful to behold. As he wandered
Oh my god,
through
wife
his
is. Oh no, the kitchen's
he
gone.
began to
Wife.
think of many possible paths and destinations. Down one path lay an enormous round room with monitors and mind controls. Down another was a yellow line that weaved in many directions, and down another was a game with a baby. And he called it the
Stanley Parable.
It was such a wonderful fantasy, and so in his head he relived it again, and then again, and again, over and over, wishing beyond hope that it would never end, that he might always feel this free. Surely there's an answer down some new path, mustn't there be? Perhaps if he played just one more time. But there is no answer. How could there possibly
Where did wife go?
In reality, all he
No,
has is
wife.
the same buttons he always has.
I can't believe this wife is gone.
The longer he spends here, the more invested he gets, the more he forgets which life is the real one. And I'm trying to tell him this, that in this world he can never be anything but an observer, that as long as he remains here, he's slowly killing himself. But he won't listen to me. He won't stop. Here, watch this. Stanley, the next time the screen asks you to push a button, do not do it. You see? Can he just not hear me? How can I tell him in a way that he'll understand that every second he remains here, he's electing to kill himself? How can I get him to see what I see? How can I make him look at himself? I suppose I can't, not in the way I want him to. But I don't make the rules. I simply play to my intended purpose.
Back to the office you go.
We're not so different, I suppose. I'll try once more to convey all this to him. I'm compelled to. I must. Perhaps, well, maybe this time he'll see. Maybe this time. And I tried again.
Please die.
Stanley pushed a button.
And I tried again. And Stanley pushed the button. And I tried. Eight, 7, 6. Hey, nice.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was grand, majestic. Perhaps, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't 5 years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not
Let's
sure.
try to get P. Let's try to get second place in the record. Let's try that. I think it's possible.
But the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I've not asked, this is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. Oh, no, you can't. Did you just unplug the phone? Now, that wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly? I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check.
Let me double check.
No, it's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in, fade to white, roll credits. Not picking up the phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner?
You're not Stanley.
You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices, you might have negated it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the most basic safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the severity of the situation? Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world. Please observe this helpful instructional video.
Choice. It's
Choice.
the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example, in this scenario, a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice. He could invent a machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not
Very
conform
old
to
video.
rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that
Person is not.
Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying, "My goodness.
Is it 4:30? I am supposed to be having a back second crack.
Excellent. Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world, just remember that in the vast infiniteness of space, your thoughts and problems are materially insignificant, and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the material covered in this video.
You may have noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative contradiction. But not to worry. Now that you're properly informed on good decision-making, we're going to revisit a choice you made just a few minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please. Now that we know your choices are meaningful,
Oh, the ice cream van's outside.
jumping off the platform woman dying. Imagine the main character.
You can only hear when I'm talking, though.
Halfway through the story. That story would make no sense at all. We just need to get you home as soon as possible before the narrative contradiction gets any worse. Unfortunately, it seems
Hello,
this
Trevor.
person
How are
is
you?
not well equipped to deal with reality.
Nice transition.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending. The story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
In the real world.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly
And always putting the story first.
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left. No! Why did you do that?
No!
Hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
You're asking somebody who's only speedrun 3 games.
I can't believe after everything we talked about that you.
I mean, honestly, I would probably say
Why?
any of the old Mario
What
games.
did you get out of that?
Because of how optimized they are.
So
That's probably the hardest one now.
Game undone. Left here like so much garbage.
Can I climb this?
It's worthless now. What am I supposed to do?
Oh, can I climb this?
Continue, would it be
No,
worth
can I
it?
climb this?
To know that my story is not
No.
incorrect. How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever. Reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way.
Tomorrow, complete today's unfinished agenda items. Right next day's agenda reflect. I mean, Borderlands isn't hard, it's just long. Like, I guess, I mean, Borderlands 3 isn't difficult to speedrun, it's just a lot to do. And, I mean, yeah, the Borderlands games isn't that hard to speedrun, it's like, there's a few hard tech, yeah, but it's not really that difficult to, like, just do a run of it. Mario 64, I definitely think is the hardest, because everything is, like, frame perfect. Like, being precise actually matters and stuff like that.
Here in this pile of rubbish.
With like Borderlands RPG stuff, you can afford to not be that strict.
Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you run it into the ground. What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He
Stanley.
understands if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it. That thought hadn't even occurred to you, had it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child.
Oh yeah, Shadow died twice, it's difficult too. Why is it showing TM as a... Oh yeah, could you put TM in the... I forgot that emotes, like emojis also count as a as the kappa gen on the screen.
It would have been so perfect. I
God.
worked so hard on it. I tried so hard to make... behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and
Always putting the story first.
I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Why did it reset the time? Oh yeah, because there's no hour on this, isn't it? Yeah.
There was not a
Fuck.
single person
I
here.
panicked for a second.
Feeling a wave of
I forgot this timer doesn't have
decided to
hours.
go up to his boss's
Oh my
office.
god, that scared me for a sec.
Upstairs to his boss's office.
Holy shit.
Stepping inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication.
Welcome, some random vampire.
Stanley wondered in
How are you?
until he saw the
I mean, the narrator has a great voice. I don't blame you for swooning over at him.
This door made all the answers to his questions, and beyond all probability, he knew the passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week.
Doing alright. My copyright is emote. I don't know why it's picking up the copyright symbol as an emote. I don't know. I don't know what I've done.
Stanley had been
Yeah, I'm doing alright.
Speak up, but now he would draw
We're
from
attempting
himself
3 different categories today, and
he drew a sharp breath.
wait, now it doesn't work. I don't get it. Wait, what's going on? What? I don't understand. Why isn't the TM showing as a emote? I don't know what I've done.
Stanley spoke.
Oh, it just did? Oh, I've just missed it then. Okay.
115.
I'm also very blind. I can't see what I'm doing.
There on the wall.
Okay, so I guess emojis also count as emotes and it falls down on the screen. That's cool.
I'm sorry, is there a problem?
Is there a problem, Stanley?
Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
So you have 1 minute to cut down it, GDM.
Okay, fine. You're not gonna do it, but you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to
okay,
do.
so how...
I asked you for this
108.40 is the record.
kind of respect.
I have 40 seconds now to see if I hit it. Probably not. I don't think I'll get world record this time, but we could get second. Second could be possible.
Then why did you come here? You had a choice.
As long as you stay under 1 hour 8 minutes, we're good.
Why did you come this way? Speak.
Oh, the red, the Zending, I think that one is. That one's very, it is very deep. Johnson JDM, not in public, jeez, say that for the privacy, JDM, Jesus. God damn, not in public, JDM. Why is there like a witch's hat on top of it? Is that a Halloween thing? I didn't set that. That wasn't my setting. Why is that there? That's even worse than just you posting a bunch of feet. They're animated as well. JDM, who are you watching? Who are you subscribed to? Why do you have these? Why do you have these? Why do you have these? Oh my god. Okay, I have 25 seconds to get world record. 20 seconds to get world record. Ten seconds to get world record. We're not getting it. We're not getting it. Oh my god. How close are we now?
That's all right.
Ooh, how close are we?
What's the right thing to do? Take as much time as you
God damn it. It's a shame the animated emotes don't work. One 108.54 is the run. I am 14 seconds slower than world record. That's a solid P2 though. That is a solid P2. I'll